Episode 9.
Episode 9.
Holy smokes.
Good job by you.
You're supposed to say that at the end.
I do.
What?
I said I do.
Yeah, I know, but okay, whatever. All right. Let's get into it.
Let's get going. I've got a fair amount of FU.
Well, before we start, go ahead. Leave a like.
Yep.
Subscribe. We got more Instagram followers than subscribers. Don't know how that happened.
Well, but
we got a strong social presence.
The nice thing is we're multi-platform.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you can catch us on Spotify,
That's
Apple
right.
Podcasts, really anywhere you get your podcasting services. But,
Yeah, we're in good shape. Production team doing a very nice job, although
forgot to post the
I think
uniforms.
we were maybe first little bit of FU is the production team got a little sidetracked.
It's just been a busy week,
Yeah.
but they're going up today, so the 21st that is. But we'll have the results by the time this is out.
Yeah. Sounds good. Are you ready for the other?
Hit me with
follow-up?
something.
Okay. I think the first question from follow-up we got from some listener feedback.
Okay.
That the music ratings that I'm pushing are too aggressive. In other words,
Yeah, you're hardcore, man. You gotta lighten up, have some fun.
Yeah. I think that's fair feedback. That's of all the feedback I would take. That doesn't bother me a bit.
You're no business. I mean, no fun. All business.
All AGNB, all gas, no brakes.
Preach.
Okay.
that.
All right. So you think maybe a little too aggressive?
A little bit. I mean, you gave. What did you give Dark Side of the Moon? Like a 7?
No, 7.9, 7.8.
So
7.9.
strong 7.
Oh yeah, almost
okay,
an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, should we just jump into music just straight off the bat?
No.
Okay.
No, we're gonna come
Sorry.
back. We'll circle back.
I'm-
Circle back.
The boys are buzzing.
Okay, so, all right. So I want to go back to landing a plane. So I did some research on this. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I researched. It turns out that you can land a plane on autopilot fully, but only at certain airports. So, bit of a dice roll there.
Yeah, but like, do we know like what percentages we're looking with?
Well, it depends on the plane. You said a jet, so it's more likely to have it. It needs to have calibrated ILS. Can't tell you anything past that.
Sure.
Probably kind of high, but it doesn't change the fact that your job is to manage the speed of the plane.
Listener Will Harden from Texas says pressure is a privilege and says I'm landing that sucker. So, shout out Will Harden.
All right, so then, fine. That leads me to my next bit of FU, which is if you're so confident about landing a plane, okay, why is it that you are intensely uncomfortable when I ask the guys for some court space at the wreck? And why is it that you're incapable or unwilling of asking a follow-up question on the price of a light?
You're gonna circle back to that. That is a low blow.
But I'm saying you can stand.
You know why? Because when I'm in that cockpit, it's me and the runway. But if I gotta go into the wreck and talk to people, oh boy.
You gotta talk to people on the radio.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different. It's me and the runway. I'm locked in there.
I mean, I don't.
That's life or death.
Okay. Okay, so on that then, you said you'd land it and people would applaud. I want to know, are you pro? Do you fade or rate clapping
that is
for
the
a
question.
landing?
Fade or rate? It's a fade. It's a fade. But you know what is a rate, though?
What?
As soon as that seatbelt sign goes off, you gotta do it.
Yeah, the fastest to stand up.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It's the best.
But so you fade. Well, wait, you fade anytime.
Yeah, I'm fading
for the-
clapping.
for the
Although,
pilot?
did you saw the United Airlines
Yeah,
with the door
yeah.
if they got I'm clapping for that one. I'll probably if a door comes off and we still land it safely, everyone's safe. Yeah, I'll clap.
Right. Okay. So it takes extraordinary circumstances to get some.
Yeah. But if it's just a little turbulence, that's their job.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't get clapped for when you finish a meeting.
God, that would be great if you did.
Yeah. Maybe I'll hook you up with that.
That'd be so awesome. I mean, I think that if you could edit one thing about work that would be like completely superfluous and unnecessary related to work.
Just like you get a standing
Just
O every
add-
time you wrap
you-
up a.
You just add walk-in music, walk-up
Oh,
music,
a little outro.
and a little like crowd reaction. It's like it's a bad meeting. You're just getting like, some meetings are away games. Like you just don't know.
Yeah,
until you
yeah.
go.
No, sometimes you can get some booze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really good. That's really good.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so then I think the only other thing is I'll save the last bit of FU for our third segment. So let's get into hippest beats.
Yeah, sure.
So
we got
refresh the audience here.
I don't listen to enough non-rap music, and so I've been set on a quest, diving into the best, whatever you feel is appropriate. Last week was Dark Side of the Moon. This week we got The Who.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Next? I like that album title.
Yeah.
It's like, I love when album titles are like in a series and they're relevant,
Yeah.
This is a strong 6 for me.
Yeah, so this isn't my favorite Who album. It has some iconic songs on it.
I mean, this is weird for me, but I don't like. We've talked about it. I don't like listening to deluxe albums.
Right.
So there's like a deluxe album with like 26 songs, but the original remastered is 9 songs long.
Did I send you I sent you that one, right?
You sent me the deluxe or whatever.
I
listened to the original 9.
Okay, good.
Because
that's all I was hoping for.
The deluxe, I don't like, even if I'm listening to any type of music, I always go for non-deluxe first. Because it's all about the artist's vision and it's all about the storyline and like the mood.
Mm-hmm.
And the deluxe can be like it takes away from that sometimes.
I agree.
So, God, these songs, they're just so long. Like 44 minutes and 9 songs, we're looking at like 5 minutes a song there.
For the Who.
Yeah, for the Who. That's long. I don't.
I mean, they're. So I didn't.
Were songs just always that long back in the day?
Well, they were definitely longer, but not that long, no. And I think that I didn't pick my favorite Who album. I'm trying to pick like an album that I think is kind of representative of the band, right? So that album has like
I mean, I gotta say that song Bob O'Reilly, that's special.
Yeah,
that is special.
Well, you picked up on the right song, then.
Yeah,
because I didn't give you any background. That
song is real special.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, as an intro song as well. Like you put that record on the record player, like you get that immediate like piano riff or whatever, like special stuff. That's special stuff.
Yeah,
and I did like Won't Get Fooled Again. I've heard that song before, but like it is so long.
Yeah,
it's like an 8-minute song.
Yeah, don't be so quick to move on. I
gotta say though, I think probably song lengths are probably shortening as they are. Yeah. Because attention spans are just going down.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a lot of people my age can't sit through a 8-minute song. Matter of fact, I can't say I listened to all 8 minutes.
That's fine. Okay. So then
but it's good. It's strong 6. So like a 6-7.
Sure.
It's not for me. That's fine.
That's fine. I'm excited to walk you through some primary sort of albums of like.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's been a good time.
Yeah. So we'll do it again next week.
Yeah.
I did.
If you got a suggestion, drop a comment.
Absolutely.
Like, please drop a comment. What do you want to see? Because we're very responsive to feedback.
I listened to a hip hop album. I listened to 21 Savage.
Yeah, just released an album. Yeah, what do you think about it?
I thought it was good. I liked it. I think.
It's not as good as his previous solo album, I thought.
No, but there are a couple really good.
There's a couple good songs.
The one about his brother I liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a I should have clipped it, but there's a lyric in there about taking the mask off of enemies who act like your friends, which I thought was pretty dope.
My biggest note on this album is Doja Cat was on one song.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan, but I liked her song. And what stuck out to me immediately is a song called N.H.I.E. Not sure what it means, but in her verse, her ad libs. You know what she says to her ad libs? Ad lib.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Every time.
I get behind that. I didn't know
ad
that.
lib.
I'm gonna have to give that a re-listen.
It's good. There's a couple bangers. I give that one like 8 flat, maybe 7-9. But to be fair, I think his 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 most recent, which was 5 years ago, his studio album like solo. That's the song. That's the album that I have the flag for in my room.
Right.
So that's high. You know,
That's a high rating. I didn't think it was quite that good, but
I liked it a lot.
It's a good album. Okay.
And there's a film coming out with it too, so gonna watch that.
All right. Okay, so then I also gave you some extra homework, a little extra credit.
You did?
Yep. Pink Floyd, Wish You
Oh
Were
yeah.
Here.
I just listened to that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
So I just want to know head-to-head matchup. We know the Who doesn't compare
Yeah.
for you. Head-to-head matchup: Dark Side of the Moon versus Wish You Were Here. Which album rates higher?
Probably. I think it's hard because I enjoyed Wish You Were Here more, but that doesn't mean it's the better album.
But for you though,
But for me, I liked Wish You Were Here more.
why is that?
I really liked the instrumentals.
Yeah.
A lot, like, it felt a lot like Tame Impala, and while probably Tame Impala is probably influenced by them heavily, I would assume, and I like that vibe. I like that, like, just it's not quite background music.
Atmospheric though.
Yeah, atmospheric, psychedelic. Love
sure.
it. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, that was a good album.
We have one listener who is like very much wanting you to listen to
Led Zeppelin, right?
the song Mother by Pink Floyd, and really pay attention to the lyrics.
Okay, I can do that.
So okay.
Yeah, I also saw a comment. Someone wanted me to listen to Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
too,
don't worry,
I think
that's on
so.
the list.
Oh yeah,
That's on the list.
I like Led Zeppelin. Like that song
We're doing-
Gallows Pole is a great song.
Oh yeah,
That's a good pull by me.
That's a good pull. I mean, it's no. Well, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So, all right. So one last thing in the entertainment category is you recently watched the movie 8 Mile.
Great movie.
What makes it great?
Inspirational. It made me want to start rapping. I mean, not actually,
Okay.
but it makes you. It was empowering, honestly.
Yeah.
It's also just a great story.
Yeah. So I saw an interview with the director,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that movie, at its core, is about shame,
Mm-hmm.
which I hadn't really thought of.
Yeah, and overcoming it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Which
This is
all of a sudden made that movie for me like come into much sharper focus. I mean, I liked the movie before, but I thought that like the idea of shame and because it plays a role in like a lot of the participants. Like the crew that he rap battles against, right? They end up getting hit with it at the end. He overcomes his. Like it's pretty powerful. I think.
It's goosebumps for sure when that final scene. Yeah, Slim Shady doesn't get enough respect for me.
I mean, he's about to. The Detroit game's about to start. He's probably gonna.
True, dude. Michigan sports.
They're having a moment.
Yeah,
Having a moment.
it's a good place to be.
All right. Well, so why don't we can. So I think that movie, the shame component is one that like people.
It makes it
struggle
stronger
with.
once you like think about that. It makes it a stronger movie.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we can using the Michigan sports segue, we can move into sports.
Oh gosh, sports crazy right now.
Should we start with a quick recap on the uniform Final Four where we're at? Like what the timing is?
So we got Texas, Alabama in the Final Four, and then Notre Dame, Oregon.
Yeah.
I want it to be Oregon, Texas. Texas has got to be odds-on favorite.
They have to be based on their current.
They're on a hot streak.
They sure are.
Yeah.
In uniforms and in real life with the number of transfers and
The number of transfers.
returning
Isaiah Bond.
starters. Yeah.
God, Isaiah Bond and Quinn Ewers next year. Watch out. I'm pretty sure they get their running backs coming back too. Like, they're gonna be strong.
Yeah, the running back was a freshman, I think.
Well, they had the one guy got injured.
That's true.
So since I bet he comes back, doesn't declare because he got in.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the Texas, Alabama on one half. Notre Dame, Oregon. So there's
That
only
one's
really
gonna, or Notre Dame, Oregon's gonna be a toss up.
yeah. Well, I think Texas probably gets it. So do you have a prediction for overall winner? Or are you gonna hold off on that?
Hook 'em horns, baby.
Okay. So and then what about any canned soup for on the NFL playoffs so far, or hot takes?
Texans will be back.
I mean, they're like your new team.
They're my team.
Why are they your team?
God, I don't know. I like their players a lot. It's an inspiring story, is it not? Also, like,
It is.
I feel like based on my previous CJ Stroud takes, me and him have created this emotional bond and connection.
That's true.
Yeah, they're definitely my new number 2 team. They'll be back. I think we got tonight is Chiefs Bills.
Just commies are your number 1 team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think they're going to take in the draft?
They got it. I think
They can't take Marvin. They got to
No,
they got to get a quarterback.
I mean, even if they think Howell's the guy, they got to get a quarterback.
Howell's not the guy. They benched him. I wonder if they
Previous coach, though, I mean, it's going to kind of be important who the coach is.
Yeah, they got to get a good coach. God, it'd be so nice to have a good football team.
It would.
I saw someone complaining about the Packers. I was like, you were supposed to be bad this year, and you won a playoff game. Like,
Yeah.
do not.
Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So on the sports subject. Okay. Do you know what I'm gonna ask you?
I read your notes, yeah.
Okay.
Is this what I asked you the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Hit me.
So you
Maybe.
asked me how many yards could I gain if I was the running back behind like whatever. Pick your offensive line.
You know, a run-of-the-mill offensive line.
Sure.
Going against a run-of-the-mill defensive line.
On 10 carries, right? Is what you said?
Yeah, I think I said 20 carries.
20 carries.
That's a lot of carries.
And what
You'd
did
be
I say?
bruised up after that.
Yeah, you would. I'd be bruised up after 1, but
I think I could get like 5 to 7 yards
total?
total.
Oh, you have reduced your number down.
That's not true. I
You
said 10. I
No, you did not. No.
Yes, I did. I wasn't saying 5 to 7 a carry. Whoa.
I know you weren't saying that, but you definitely were like, I could definitely get 20, 30 yards easy.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
I said 10 yards. I think I could get 7 to 10.
On 20 carries.
Yeah, I could get half a yard to carry. Give me a running start. Like maybe I got a Trent Williams to follow. Like,
Are you based on what you know of football, would you want to run plays where the QB's under center and you're,
No,
7
we're going
yards
from the
back?
shotgun.
We're going shotgun, so
Yeah.
it's like zone read.
Yeah.
So then you don't have a running start though, because then you're just standing there going like this, like. Hey,
Yeah, but it's not 20 carries in a row. It's within the flow of the game. We'll run some RPOs, play action. Like, we'll test out my blocking. Like,
no, like. Oh my god, you're blocking. Okay.
no, but I think I could, like,
No, but seriously, like.
I could gash one for 7, maybe.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
I think the most yards I could get on one carry was maybe 7. Like, I could break through. I got some speed. I've been getting faster. Me last year would manage 3 yards, maybe,
I think-
total.
I think the thing is that it's just so physical though. I mean, I think that like.
You said this yesterday at our lacrosse game. You were like, you're a big dude now.
Well, I did say that, but I think you're going against men
This is true.
whose only job it is to inflict pain. So I
But I got it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And I got that fight, man.
Okay.
I keep my legs churning at the bottom of that pile.
I think you're underestimating the pain, but I mean I could be wrong.
Well, it depends what's on the line. Like, if I got like a cash prize on the line,
Why is it always got to go back to money with you? What about pride?
I'm still going. I mean, for pride, I might go for a tutty. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so I think the only other I have a different sports question. You got any other sports topics?
No.
Okay, so the only other sport question I had was, I was curious, like, what? So you're playing winter lacrosse right now in preparation for the upcoming season, like spring sports start in whatever, a couple weeks.
Month, yeah.
What would it take? It can't be money for you to like just not play lacrosse this season. Like if you got an internship,
Can't be money?
yeah, so you could get like, let's say you get an opportunity to go work at NASA, or
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's the last ride. It's special.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Got, because you got full life ahead of me. Like, I can go work at NASA, maybe, hopefully. That'd be pretty tough, but...
Oh.
Um,
Production, can you cut that out, please?
no.
Okay.
I don't know. There's not many things. I can... To be honest, like, the idea of having practice every day for 3.5 straight months, like, fires me up.
Yeah.
Like, I was at work the other day, like, dropping wings, and I was just like, man, this sucks. Like, it is so busy right now. And then I'd just be like, you know what? I get to go play lacrosse tomorrow. It's pretty sick.
So, if you were guaranteed, you could trade, okay? You either get to play lacrosse, or you don't play lacrosse, but you're guaranteed straight A's, admission to your number one college of choice, and you only have to go to class 1 day a week.
But I can't play at all?
Yeah, you
I can't play at all.
I mean, you go outside and play, but you can't play on the team.
Can I get to go, like, do I get to be, like, on the sideline and watch? Like, am I just injured? Say I'm, like...
Sure, yeah, you can just be that guy if you want.
Sure.
Spirit guy.
Maybe.
Would you do it?
Maybe.
Oh, really?
No.
I mean, 1 day a week class.
I mean, that's, like, what I go to already. Like, let's be honest.
Okay. All right.
I've probably set a record for doctor's appointments this year.
You've been pretty sick. All right. I think we're into our last...
Pretty sick. All right. Is it time?
It is.
This week
in
my mind. All right. Do you got something, or am I going to have to carry the ship again?
No, I have something for you.
Okay, cool. Hit me.
Okay, so you've been talking a little bit with a low level of frequency that's pretty cool around government studies, and we had a conversation about the impact that only listening to one point of view has, and you kind of casually dropped this idea around.
Oh, whoa, hold on! Don't give up my multi-million-dollar idea here.
Oh. Well, then I guess I don't have a topic.
No, go for it.
Well, you dropped this idea around creating, whether it's like some sort of media network.
It could be big. It could be big.
I want you to flesh this idea out. Explain what you were saying.
All right.
And then
look, I don't watch the news. This is where we're gonna start with. I don't pay attention to the news.
Right.
And frankly, a lot of it, I don't know what I think about a lot of the issues that our country has today. Like, I don't...
Because we were talking about immigration.
We were talking about immigration because, I'm in government class.
Right.
And, I just, like, God, some of the questions that my teacher asked me, I'm just like, dude, I have no idea. I don't have an opinion on that yet. And so... But I don't want to watch the news and be fed, like, all these subliminal messages. Who's bad? Who's good? What are we thinking? Like, because, man, like, old Georgie Washington, who, by the way, was an animal back in the day, he warned us against political parties. And, because it just, we got a very divided, I'm not pushing anything here. But my idea is that we just get, like, a bunch of young guys like myself, so, my peers, whatever. We just get a news network, and we just tell you what's going on. We just know we're not throwing a spin on it. It's just like, this happened. So interpret it how you may.
There's this, right, because one of the things we were talking about was just that the reason people are, either do or don't come up with a good immigration policy is more because of the politics around it as opposed to solving the actual problem.
Yeah.
So there's this idea that the internet originally, had advertising not been the primary monetization source, but instead they had identified and created a way to like deliver on micropayments. So you want to read an article on the Washington Post that costs you, 10 cents or 3 cents, whatever it is, that if they had started it that way in the beginning, so effectively a subscription-based model, then there'd be much less division because advertisers and interest groups can't skew the positioning by paying for advertising.
You've blown my mind there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really.
So, I mean, but that's what you're saying though, is like have a media network that doesn't. I'm asking. It's a roundabout way of saying
that has no like
no advertising, no outside.
I mean, you gotta. It's not like. I don't know because you gotta fund it somehow.
But subscriptions though.
Subscriptions, yeah. No, like it wouldn't be because I feel like what they do on a lot of news shows is they'll say what's happening and then they'll discuss it.
Yeah.
Which works great for like a sports talk show.
Sure.
Because that's whatever, but like they always are just talking, and then I don't care what news anchorist John has to say. Like,
clearly demonstrating you don't watch the news. News anchorist John. That guy.
I hate John. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Well, but you know what I mean. Like yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty exhausting.
Yeah. I just want to know what's going on, and so I can develop my own opinion. Because it's hard to develop your own opinion when you're being told what to think, almost.
It's true. All right. Well, maybe you should do it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Keep it.
Okay.
Gosh, wait, did I write it down? Oh, yeah. So I have a question. This is sports related.
Okay.
It didn't happen last night like I was hoping it would, because then I'd be able to be like it just happened last night. But here's the picture. You got like 2 minutes, minute and a half left in the football game.
Okay.
I swear to goodness gracious, they always just like move the ball with such ease.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they just do that the whole game?
Oh, because the defense changes, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but like that much?
Yeah.
What? Just because they're letting you go in the middle, or versus?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if they have time. It depends the scenario, right? They might be guarding the sidelines. They may be guarding, like, giving up a big play, letting you have the middle of the field. They might, I think, like, here's a thought experiment. The play where Stephon Diggs catches the last-second touchdown against the New Orleans Saints. Yeah. Right? Like, there's no one past the safety and the DB, right? The one guy comes flying in, misses the tackle. The other DB's kind of jumps up.
Terrible.
Yeah. Like, they weren't in a prevent D there.
Saints had some bad luck.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you're the Saints fan and you're just like, why would you be playing regular defense? I mean, maybe they were playing prevent and they just really didn't execute, but the idea would be they're guarding against losing on one play. Now, the counterpoint to that is
but like
last
before
night's game.
halftime, they always just get to a field goal like that, it feels like.
Well, but it didn't used to be like that. I mean, it used to be that like a 40-yard field goal was like a big deal. Now it's like, 55 and an easy peasy. Just
bombing 60s out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, But like, I don't know. I think most people would say, I sort of am of the opinion that they should just play aggressive defense because like last night the Niners drove down, won the game. The Packers had 1:10, right? But if the Packers had played more aggressive D, they're not going to have less time, most likely, right?
They probably have more, if anything.
And that's the thing. But it's human nature, man. Fear, super powerful.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm like? I swear they always just move the ball so fast.
It's true.
End of the half.
But also because it's like don't you think that you heightened sense of like clarity and adrenaline?
I know, but what I'm saying is you got to channel that, like the adrenaline felt by sub 2 minutes into just every drive.
You
got to
play sports. Like why you last episode you mentioned the McLean game when you were down 6 goals. Like why didn't you guys start off playing the way you ended playing it?
Because we play with our food. I don't know, like.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is like you should just, this is like where the Jim Harbaugh quote was actually pretty apropos, right? We're gonna attack every day with a.
I mean, you got to bring it every day.
Intensity unknown to mankind, or something like that. Whatever he says. Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna find out. Maybe we'll get another example today in the games. We can talk about it next time.
You can't tell me that the game tonight, Bills Chiefs, isn't gonna come down to it.
I think it might not come down to it.
It's a budding rivalry we got here.
Yeah, that's true.
First time in Buffalo.
Yeah. Could be the difference maker.
Could be. Bills Mafia is crazy.
Too bad they're not on the field.
Yeah, low-key the field. The crowd, I guess in lacrosse it doesn't matter as much, but the crowd's never... For me, I almost like playing away games more.
Yeah.
We have like 5 home games only and like 8 away games this year. Like more than 8. Like a lot of away games.
Did not know that.
We're living on the road this year.
Should be perfect for you guys.
It could help. We could use being an underdog this year, I think.
Perfect.
All right, well.
All right.
On that note.
Good job by you.